Hello. So on my Anna video, somebody said I should try Nam. Fun fact is, I did not have Nam, but that same day I pulled her. So welcome back to the kitchen, motherfuckers. And today's dish is Nam. Same shit as last time. We're gonna go over her skills in the in the Cerberus fight because that's where you're gonna use her most often. And also just in case you want to see like this is how much power I have on her right now. So yeah, let me get into Cerberus and we'll check out her skills. So her skills are actually very simple compared to Ana. Ana has all of these percentages and chances. Nam is simpler in the case where her basic attack is literally just a skill. It doesn't have anything special to it. Her Q skill is a bit more interesting because it does medium break and also has a chance to freeze. Freeze in Cerberus I feel like is pretty fucking useless because the interrupt, it momentarily stops him, but if he was doing an attack, he's instantly gonna follow up and keep going with the attack. Now her E is a little bit more interesting because it actually does heavy break and it fires 3 times. So this is your like main breaking skill. But both her E and Q are good skills. She also does light break damage on her core attack, so the small spinning canister that you just saw. Now her ultimate isn't that special, but it does give some good things. Like it actually does damage. Unlike Ana's ultimate, her like Nam's ultimate actually does damage. And like overall, that's really kinda it. Now her QTE is actually really good, and that's why like she's worth rotating for because her QTE, well, as you could saw, it freezes, but also it does break damage as well. So you don't need to be stuck in Nam until you break him. You can actually just keep rotating and you'll eventually break it. And when I say eventually, I mean it's pretty fast regardless. Now another thing aside from her skills to talk about is her support skill. Obviously, like in a hunter battle, you can't really showcase it, but the support skill on Ana, in Ana's video, I said it's not worth using because it's not really good. Whereas Nam, a different story. I don't mind using this in the main character's party because she does medium break and she also freezes, which can come in clutch. So all around, her skills kind of feel a little bit stronger just because of that. Now you may ask yourself, oh, anime boy on the internet, what artifacts do I use on Nam to make her good? Well, I can give you a general idea. I can't really tell you exactly what to use. She's easy to build, right? Really what you just need on her is pretty much HP. The other stats, like it says recommends these, but water damage only goes on one item piece, and defense penetration, right? You can fit it in somewhere. So let me get into the armor to use. So in my case, I'm using the Holy set because, you know, it just gives HP. Since she's a supporting member of the team, the attack is pretty good on the other characters, but like you may not want to use the Holy set, the HP set. Good alternate options are using the break set. Honestly, I feel like the break set is probably the best option to use, simply because you breaks like not just Cerberus, pretty much anything faster, and after it's broken you do more damage. Another alternative would be to use crit one, but like that's crit and attack are kind of on the low, but you could use them. And other good alternatives that are conditional is acquisition. Use this only if you don't already have a character that's running this, because the passive, as far as I know, the 20% additional doesn't actually stack. And another one is actually using the ultimate set for the ultimate skill cooldown, but only use this if you have ways to generate your ultimate faster. Otherwise, this doesn't really do too much. Now, as far as my own goes, what I have on her is pretty much I just stacked HP where I could. This would ideally be HP percentage, but I got flat HP, which is good enough. Here, this is a bad item piece. It doesn't have any HP, but it does have crit rate. Crit rate is I did go for a little bit of crit rate on her. I had decent boots that had HP percentage and crit rate. And also her gloves are also actually really bad. So keep in mind that mine is really bad. She has 37k power, but like in Cerberus tier 7, right? She does the work. So just to keep something in mind. And as far as her like accessories go, right? My top choice would be probably Aquamarine set, because it's very good as a supporting set, and the other ones are not too amazing. If you want additional between aside from Aquamarine set, Viridescent could work because she does decent damage. It's just the problem is with Viridescent that it's a little bit mana hungry, so you might run out of mana, but if you're switching QTing often enough, it's not really a problem. Other options, you could go Behemoth. On Ana it didn't really make sense because Ana like doesn't really do damage, but on her you can rotate her fast, so Behemoth could work, but honestly it's like a very low recommendation. And then Skeleton could also work, but obviously you need to take damage to utilize it properly. So I'd recommend to stick with either Viridescent or Aquamarine. Those are the two I would go with myself. And these two, because she's not an attack scaler, Beast and Red Eye doesn't really make sense. Now, like as far as the weapon goes, I would recommend using the books, be it the blue one or the purple one. The purple one obviously on the higher end, but the blue one definitely works as well. There's not really any other good alternatives for her, I feel like, because the book just gives HP and the power gauge acquisition is nice, and the other weapons are just like, you know, not really all that. Now this is kind of how my own Ana looks like. I have on her I have like 12k HP, 4k attack. To be fair, attack and defense doesn't really matter. Whatever you get is whatever you get. HP is kind of the most important part because she obviously scales with HP. And advancements, on the Ana video I mentioned that Ana is really good at advancement 3. For her, advancements are not as important. Honestly, every advancement is a nice bonus, but she works just fine with 0 advancements as far as I noticed. Now, to give you like a review of whether I think she's worth it, to be honest, it's kind of funny because I'm doing this after an Ana video, but I think she's actually better than Ana. Now, do I think she's much better? No. I think she's good, right? But the difference between them is not massive enough to where like you would have to differentiate, you know? Like, I'd say choose whichever is your waifu. Nam is definitely, like, if I had to put it in percentages because somebody would ask that, I'd say from the eye without going into math, right? I'd say she's like, without Ana Advancement 3, she is like 10% better. With Ana Advancement 3, I think she would be like 5% better. But at the end of the day, Nam would be slightly better. She has the edge. So if you have like, and if I had to name like 3 reasons why she's better than Ana, first of all, she's an HP scaler, so she's easier to build, right? And obviously she doesn't die as fast. Second, she's easier to rotate because when you're stuck in Ana, right, it takes a while for you to charge up the next QT to rotate out of Ana into another character. Nam doesn't struggle with that. She actually rotates fairly fast. And the last reason is that Nam actually deals damage. Like, with Ana, it's like most of the damage is you rotate her skills and you stack up the poison, and the poison does a lot of the damage. With Nam, she just does the damage normally, so she's actually not even bad as a damage dealer. Obviously, she's not gonna do all the damage. You're still better off having a designated like damage dealer, but she does do enough. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you fucking enjoyed this Burning Kitchen Nightmare, right? And yo, if you do want to see more of charcoal in the making, right? you can always drop me an idea in the comments or something, and maybe I'll burn another thing in my kitchen, right? Till then, you know, I hope you have a nice fucking day, right? And I leave you with the kind of the clips of me doing Cerberus tier 7 with Anna on top and I'm in the bottom. You probably already noticed it, it's been running for a while. But yeah, have a nice day again.